I'm Isabel Gustafson, Senior Editor for Club Resort Chef. I am here today with David Vlach, Executive Chef of Woodhill Country Club.
Thanks for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right. I'm the Executive Chef at Woodhill Country Club. I've been there for 10 years. We have about 400 family members, and it's a totally private club.
And you've been there for 10 years, which is quite a long time for a club chef. How has the food and beverage operation evolved in that time?
Quite a bit. I mean, we're always evolving, and there's a lot of pressure to keep the members interested in our dining program and trying to keep things fresh and new while also maintaining our classics and trying to make everybody happy from ages 1 to 99. And so we do that by keeping a core menu of club classics as well as having seasonal menu items, which allow us to get a little more creative and also keep other diners happy with what we're offering.
Are there any memorable specials that you've had?
Yeah, the members always love it when we do something special with seafood, especially lobster, and we've tended to always go back to doing classics. So like over the winter we did lobster thermidor, which is really well received, and we'll do a coquille Saint-Jacques as well as a starter. As well in the winter, when our dining sort of slows down, tends to be our slow season, we've created a winter dining series. So we'll do basically a tasting menu every Friday and Saturday night with a different theme. So this last year we did Spain was one. It allows myself and my sous chefs and the entire team to get involved with creating the menu and going through like ingredients and really kind of doing a deep dive into different cuisines throughout the world, as well as working on like how that would pair with wine. And the members really enjoy it too.
What else do you think sets your club apart?
I think one thing that makes Woodhill really special is we have a really great culinary garden. And it's really evolved over the years. It started very small. We now have I have a culinary gardener who started a few years ago, and he's just really passionate about growing, and he's actually become, in the process, we've helped him become a master gardener. He got certified through the University of Minnesota. We try to really focus on things that we can't get great, really ultra fresh, or sort of more unique herbs and flowers that we like to use. We've actually started like in that program, like 3 events that bring the members involved. The first one is a sort of an intro once we get everything planted in, and then we do one with the members' kids when we plant pumpkins. And so we have a fairly large pumpkin patch, and then those are the pumpkins they get when we do our Halloween event. It's been really positive, as well as I like when I'm trying to hire staff and sort of give them an overview of the club and take them on a tour when the garden's going. And I mean, that I think is really impressive, that we can go out and just, if we need basil, we need tarragon, that we can just hop in a golf cart and take it out there and cut it, and we're ready to go. It really helps drive the menu too, because it's like, this has to go on the menu, so where do we find that spot? Because if we have it and it's fresh, and that always makes a big seller when we do features, that this, like we do a Swiss chard nudie, and so, but we call it the Woodhill Garden Swiss chard nudie, which they love.
It must help create some ownership among staff and members.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a certain culinary philosophy that you point to?
We really look at providing the best and working with fresh ingredients, making things from scratch. I really try to recruit staff that wants to learn, and working with my sous chefs on training them. And really that we have a great environment where people want to learn, and they want to teach, and they want to share. And I think that's a huge part of cooking. And I think that really elevates the team and the food that we're doing, as well as, I encourage staff to come in with ideas, and we kind of work through that if there's an idea they have. And that's been just a great avenue for them to help them learn how to develop a dish and get that on the menu and have that be a feature. And I know it provides them with a lot of pride when their feature is selling.
You mentioned that your club has a new zero waste philosophy as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so and this kind of works in conjunction with our culinary garden. So we're really looking at, when we're working with fresh produce, how do we get the most out of it? And so we do compost, and we actually have, with our buildings and ground department, we were able to create a space where we can do hot compost. It's also helped us too, as prices have gone up, to keep what we're charging standard. We haven't really raised prices, and I think a big part of that is like we're just utilizing everything we can internally, and trying to make the most of it. And that's now evolved into a sustainability committee with our membership. You know, we've done things like change to low water use spray hoses in our dish stations. We went from using disposables to compostables to reusable containers, and we're working with an organization right now to have reusable takeout containers, as takeout has became very popular over the last few years and really hasn't gone away from our club. And so now it's how do we just do this most sustainably?